Hello, today we're going to do some more graph sketching, but slightly different problems. So let's have a look at the first problem that we're given. So we're asked to sketch the following. So given the following results of the analysis of a function, sketch a possible graph for the function. So we're given some information about our function. So we're told that f at 0 equals 0. Okay, so we have our y-intercept and our x-intercept. The horizontal asymptote is y equals 2. Okay, the vertical asymptote is x equals 3. We also know that the derivative is less than 0, and the second derivative is also less than 0 when x is less than 3. And we know that the second derivative is greater than 0 when x is greater than 3. Okay, so we're going to use this information to try and sketch the function. So let's give ourselves a bit of space and draw some axes. Do we have any? I'm trying to see if we can draw some lines here. Can we draw some lines? No. Okay. All right, so let's draw our axes. It's not great, but not too bad. And let's put in some of this information. So we know at f at 0, we have 0. Okay, put that in. Then we have a horizontal asymptote when y equals 2. So let's draw in our horizontal asymptote. Let's use a different color. This funny green here is light green. So y equals 2, that's our horizontal asymptote. We have a vertical asymptote when y equals 3. So let's put that here. Okay. Well, that's not negative, just 3. So, all right. So we've got our asymptotes. Okay. And now let's look at these other conditions. So the derivative is less than 0, so that means our function is decreasing when x is less than 3. And the second derivative is less than 0 when x is decreasing, so that means it's concave down. All right, so that means, should we use another color for our function? How about, I don't know, let's use blue. All right, so that means our function has to go through the point 0, 0. So it kind of looks like this. It looks like everything's decreasing. First derivative is 0, second derivative is 0. Sorry, first derivative is less than 0 when x is less than 3, and second derivative is also less than 0, so that's concave down. Okay, so now when x is greater than 3, our second derivative is greater than 0, so it's concave up. And we have our asymptotes, so probably look something like that. So these two blue curves combined together give us our function f of x. Good. All right, so now let's look at the next one. So what are we told? We were told that f at 0 equals 6, f at negative 2 equals 0. So we have our y-intercept and our x-intercept. The horizontal asymptote is y equals 7. The vertical asymptote is y equals negative 4. The first derivative is greater than 0, and the second derivative is greater than 0 when x is less than negative 4. First derivative is greater than 0, and second derivative is less than 0 when x is greater than negative 4. Interesting. Okay. So again, we always start by drawing in our axes because we want to visualize all this information. So let's just draw in our x and y axes and start putting this information on the board. So at f at 0 equals 6. So that's our y-intercept. F at negative 2 is 0, so that's our x-intercept. Horizontal asymptote is y equals 7. So let's pick another color. What color did we use last time? This funny green. Okay. I'm going to use it again. And that's 7. All right. Our vertical asymptote is when x equals negative 2. So I'll put that in. So this sort of divides off the board a little bit. All right. So now, okay. Now we're going to start looking at this other information. So when x is less than negative 4, our function's concave up, and our derivative is increasing, is positive. So our function, sorry, is increasing. Okay. So we're probably in this part of our graph. It's the only way we can be concave up and maintain the conditions of the asymptotes. We can't put it down here because then we're going to be concave down. Now, when x is greater than -4, see, our derivative is positive, so our function is increasing, but our second derivative is negative, so it's concave down. We have to pass through, our function has to pass through the x-intercept of -2 and the y-intercept of 6. So it's got to go through those 2 points. So it probably looks like this. So we got to maintain those conditions of the asymptotes. So it looks like these two blue curves put together gives us our function. Good. All right, so that brings us to the end of our session today. If you have any questions, please give us a shout at info@raisemymarks.com or give us a call day or evening, and we'll be happy to answer your questions. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon.